Dogs, man's best friend. Cute, cuddly, and fiercely loyal creatures, especially in video games. Well, most video games.
Stupid dog.
Playing and watching The Last of Us Part 2 made us realize that man's best friend are pretty vital in video game history and design, be it the bad ones or the good boys. To celebrate that odd but necessary tangent, here are our favorite digital dogs in video gaming history. There are a lot of them out there, and we are probably going to miss a few of your favorites. So, tough tamales! And possibly insightful stuff we do here. We post new vids every Wednesday and Friday. Let's... One of the first few bosses you encounter in Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance is IF prototype LQ-84I, aka Blade Wolf. Equipped with a high-frequency chainsaw on its tail, throwing knives, metallic claws, and a railgun, Blade Wolf is a formidable opponent who later becomes your buddy. He plays a good counterpart to the ever-aggressive Raiden, offering an insight or two while adoring the attention it gets in the game's more relaxed moments. The giant-ass MABARI in Dragon Age Origins fills in the non-speaking but loyal companion role found in most charismatic RPGs from your Black Isles and BioWares. Pre-Andromeda BioWare. As a rule, interactions between companions in Dragon Age Origins are heartwarming and funny. Get this bark spawn in your party and watch as he whines for food from Alistair and gets into a staring contest with Sten. Ah, good times, eh, BioWare? Rottweilers are built to protect, maim, and play fetch with you, and Lamar's big black buddy who is in Franklin is a good boy. In GTA 5, you can pet him, play fetch with him, train him to do tricks, and sometimes switch to his perspective in certain missions. Of course, Chop will also kill people who are dumb enough to threaten you. That's what Rottweilers do, serve and protect their owners, and none do it as in-your-face and as honest as Rockstar's little homie. This four-legged friend isn't just the sole highlight of a forgettable Call of Duty game. He's a badass dog to a T. He can do the usual military stuff like sneaking, flanking, distracting, and biting. But if there's a helicopter close enough to the ground, he can bring it down by jumping into it and taking out the pilot. Riley was so integral to this Call of Duty that Activision greenlit the idea of mocapping an actual German Shepherd to bring Riley to lifelike motion. 2013 was indeed an interesting time. In this particular Dark Souls, there's a lot of badassness in coming across a giant wild canine who holds a big as heck sword to cut you down. And he does such a good job at doing so, since players have to stay close to avoid his super long attack range and keep up with his speed. But truly, what sets this doggy apart is his heartbreaking backstory. He's just loyally guarding the grave of his former master Artorias. Try as you might, there's no avoiding a fight with this fella, as players are required to defeat him to get an item needed to progress in the game. Great Grey Wolf Sith is a good example of a boss fight that made players cry out of sadness, rather than out of difficulty. After all, there is no way to mercifully end the fight. You have to kill a limping and almost defenseless doggo to proceed. The mascot of Outer Heaven Group, Didi here rocks the eye patch look just like his rescuer Venom Snake. This doggo is then grown and trained into a tactical canine capable of distracting, stunning, and killing enemies. Heck, he can even help you Fulton up unconscious characters. After soloing missions in the majority of Metal Gear games, it's nice to know that the devs can throw a bone at players to give them the companion they need in the Mothership stealth title. That somehow makes the act of attaching balloons to rescue/kidnap people all the more plausible and entertaining. No Fallout game is ever complete without our favorite four-legged companion, DOGMEAT. Where other meatbag companions can ditch you if you so much as switch allegiances in Fallout's political climate, DOGMEAT will stay with you until the very end. At least until a Bethesda patented bug removes him completely, but that's beside the point. From the first Fallout game up to Part 4, there will always be a DOGMEAT waiting for you. Hell, even New Vegas has a robotic equivalent of DOGMEAT. New skin, same disposition, and unwavering loyalty. Just seeing this doggo in this latest incarnation puts a smile on many players' faces. MIRA from Silent Hill 2 is the original OG WTF doggo. She is a true mastermind behind all the crazy stuff that has happened in that one Konami survival horror game that got all the acclaims and praises. MIRA isn't exactly canon in the Silent Hill lore, since she's a joke character who appears in the game's many joke endings. But she's been given a lot of acknowledgement, being a playable character in Silent Hill The Escape and a hostage in Silent Hill Book of Memories. Props to Silent Hill's non-canonical funny Shiba Inu, who now lives in obscurity until someone decides to revive the franchise. Missile from Ghost Trick isn't just a lovely ghost fluffy Pomeranian who spouts out the best lines in this darling adventure title. He's actually an important character whose powers are needed to beat the game. He has the ability to swap objects that have the same shape, a handy thing to have when you're a ghost who needs to help out the living from impending danger and death. If the thought of having a ghost dog as your ally doesn't entice you in the slightest, you may not even be human. And that is it for our fun little feature for this week, to counterbalance the aura of the release of a particularly violent title. Like we said, we are probably missing a number of four-legged canines on this list. If you want us to do another one of these featuring other worthier doggies, or just complain about it, do let us know or even comment below. You can also subscribe to us and get notified of our other going-ons here on this channel. Bye for now!